Nope, he's trying Rosalina again, so.
Starting off with that to see how that goes.
Yep. Getting into game 1 of Grand Finals, we're going to see a lot of sword, and ESAM and MVD are very good at their team combos. You're going to see a lot more of that.
And ESAM's coring is amazing.
Yeah, like, I remember him pulling it out against Ally. I can't remember what tournament it was. You were just like, oh, well, it's all right. But it's gotten a lot better. He knows what he's doing with the character. And according to Zero, he's a top 11 character in the game, so.
I was surprised by that in all honesty, but.
Not even going to talk about him putting Sonic at number 3. I mean, I know it's based on potential, but like, he's gotten top 2 at 2 nationals, top 8 at 2 nationals. Come on.
I'm a Rob main, so I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, true. Okay, so game 1, pretty much dead even right now.
Yeah, NiTe and Dan are actually doing a really good job.
That'll usually happen though, coming out of like a losers finals, where like the team that was in losers finals coming up to Grand, so usually come in pretty hot, and it'll take the team that was on winner's side a little bit to warm up and be like, okay, I'm playing a video game.
And I honestly don't know how good MVD's Cloud is. I'm assuming because it's MVD, it's pretty dang good, but.
He's been using Cloud ever since people were like, yeah, Cloud's busted in doubles. I feel like he mainly picked him up just for doubles, just because he's really good. I mean, I know he does use him in singles as well now, so he does know what he's doing with the character really well.
That was great stuff from Dan getting that back air, and that killed really early. Or got a good kill off the left blast zone. That was great.
And right now, I mean, Dan's on his first stock, only one so far.
And they haven't, blue team hasn't been really getting rid of Luma that well, which is what obviously they need to do to win this matchup. But as I say that,
there was Luma. But at the same time, oh, second, yeah,
that was nasty.
And you'll see ESAM a lot go for these up B off the top combos, which is something you don't really see very often from Corins. But he knows that MVD is going to be there to cover him, so he figures he might as well go for it.
Doubles, you can go for that a lot more if you have a teammate that you know can cover your back. And with Cloud's mobility, he can get there and cover a lot and have a really great punish if they mess it up.
And like, what we have here too, just like completely static teams. Like the MVD and ESAM always team together. It doesn't matter what tournament, along with NiTe and Dan. And honestly, I feel like if NiTe and Dan went to a national, I feel like they would easily get top 32 and probably get close to top 8.
I hope they start to travel more. That'd be really great to see.
I know they went to Genesis, but they haven't really gone to anything else in terms of nationals. So I feel like it would show a lot of people how good the Midwest is if they start to travel more. But right now, whoa, when did NiTe get so low? Like,
he's just been taking consistent damage, getting hit a lot, and not able to do a whole lot about it.
They really need to get this stock off MVD. If they can do that, then it's going to be pretty much a dead even game.
And I could see NiTe making that switch to Ryu simply because he died so early with those swords, those disjoints you talked about.
And Ryu's heavy, so he's not going to die as early. You can get some Shoryu kills early.
In all honesty, I haven't really seen a whole lot of Ryu in doubles.
He's good, but like his recovery is so exploitable that it's kind of hard. But like I think he is definitely a solid doubles character. You just don't see much of him, like you said.
And NiTe being way more aggressive even without Luma, knowing that he has to get a kill to make sure that Dan can stay alive if he wants to have a chance at winning this game.
Yeah, see that's the problem with this stage though against two sword-based characters is you're gonna see a lot of up air chains where people are just trapped above the platforms, and these guys are so good at juggling off each other that it's just hard for a red team to land.
And Dan was just trying to find something.
That's good. Nope.
Oh,
good stuff by NiTe holding him off.
And Corn will make that.
Is that gonna do it? Nope. Battlefield.
ESAM going just for Luma, really good stuff.
Yeah, and like that's the one thing about Cloud versus Rosalina is Cloud can just down tilt the ledge and just cover Rosalina's recovery for free. And honestly, that was close for game 1. But one thing I noticed is like they're probably gonna start adapting more and more to what red team's doing. So they're gonna need to make some adjustments if they want to stay in.
And obviously, as top players, ESAM and MVD are both really great at doing that. But with the Ryu, that can change things up, and I think we could see a shift. If
I think they'll probably go Town City.
I would agree.
Low ceiling. Are they going? Okay, I was going to say. Yep.
And I don't think Corn or Cloud really get as much off of that as Ryu does, or even close.
I mean,
to
Cloud is up air, Corn is up air, but like, I think Ryu is a really good stage for.
Shoryu is obviously, according to Zero, makes him one of the better characters in the
One
game.
move. Up tilt Shoryu, you're dead at 50. You know, balanced.
We have one of our better players in Indiana is Ryu named Renegade.
Oh, Renegade, one move.
He's the one move. You've heard it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, getting into the match, we see it's actually pretty even. Blue team with a bit of an advantage, and MVD doing a really good job of spacing.
Ooh, that was
making
smart by
sure
ESAM, knowing he was going to focus attack.
Even though Ryu has obviously a lot of range, MVD's doing a good job of using Cloud's superior range with the disjoint. One thing that's going to be huge in this matchup is focus attack, because focus attack gives them a good opportunity to land.
Good stuff by ESAM reading that. And that's the one thing I noticed about ESAM's Corn is he's really good at getting those counter kills. Like, sure, the counter isn't as busted as it used to be, but it still kills really early.
It's still very strong. And you're seeing jabs into forward airs and the neutral airs from the team. And if you're in between MVD and ESAM, you're in a lot of trouble.
And you're seeing that, like, they got these stocks off of Red Team really quick, and they're just having a hard time. Okay.
Well, there you
Never
go.
mind.
If they kill each other,
yeah, that
helps out a little bit.
A little bit. That'll do it.
And he
nope, not quite.
Rolled into the chomp. That was hard to see.
That's a heartbreaker. I remember that killing Ally at like 80 when they played.
And Knight is not getting what he needs to with Ryu. He's not getting those up tilts. He's not landing the moves that just do so much damage. And I think to really use Ryu to his full potential, you're going to have to break it up into 1v1s.
And the one thing with Ryu that I hear from a lot of people is that if you want to be really good with him, you have to main him. You have to really commit yourself to the character, because he has a lot of different things you can do with him, but you need to like commit a lot of time to him. And I don't know if Knight, I mean, obviously he has Rosalina, and Rosalina's amazing, but like Rosalina's his main, so it's hard for him to get to his full potential with Ryu maining Rosalina.
And Ryu's just getting hit a lot and not doing a lot of damage, and this is not going nearly as well.
I think they'll probably go back to their other team. It seemed to be a lot better.
The only stocks that Red Team's taken was Blue Team kind of killing each other. This is rough.
Yeah, this isn't looking good. Oh, I guess I'll show you. Yeah, he just seems like he's not sure when to do the Shoryuken. Like, you're seeing some hesitation there. I think they're better off just sticking to Mario Rosalina.
And I think that's just familiarity with the matchups, especially in doubles. As you said, Knight is a Rosalina player, and I'm worried that that's coming back to haunt him down the line.
And it's like, oh no, I play the quote-unquote 4th best character in the game versus the 1st best character in the game. Like, I'm not saying what Zero says is a law. I'm just saying, like, off the top of my head example. I personally think that Rosalina is probably 3rd or 2nd best, but that's what he said. I think easily top 5 is Rosalina, Cloud, Diddy, Ryu, probably ZSS. Then after that, ZSS or Sheik.
What about Sonic?
No. Not getting. There's no Sonic's plan. I'm not gonna talk about it.
I was trying to trigger you a little bit.
No. Sonic's like 8th best in the game, I would say. Seeing some hype from someone, don't know what happened, but
Pool's getting hype, and they take him to Town and City, really trying to get those early up air kills with Rosa, which I understand.
And Dan and Knight going for the color counter pick.
I think one of the bigger problems I see, and why
is that gonna do it? Okay.
Well, if you can get them, that counts. That's a kill.
We take those.
We take those for sure.
You'll see that with Mario's dash attack every so often at the ledge. It just like stage spikes them. It's like, why?
And if you don't really see it coming, obviously it's really difficult to react to.
Did his up smash just armor through the neutral beat forward? Okay.
And ESAM keeps going for his up Bs. That's
I was about to say how well Red Team was doing, and then that just went downhill quick.
MVD with the taunt. Let's see if it's taunt to get bodied. Let's see if it truly is a true
and
combo.
taunt to get bodied, yay!
It's a true combo. Taunt to get bodied, true
It's
combo.
true,
people.
100%.
This confirms it.
And there goes ESAM at 88%.
That was great. And once they get into these 2v1 situations, like you talked about, Dan and Knight are doing a lot of work. 40% on MVD really quickly. Good stuff.
And this game is quickly turning into Red Team's favor.
They're playing really well right now. And if we would have seen this the last 2 games.
There we go. Come on, Slam.
There we go. Dan and Knight playing on
Let's go.
fire right now. I want to see more of this.
They do not want to go down in that.
I don't want a 3-0. I want a game 4, guys.
I want them to bracket reset and win because it's Midwest. But no bias.
No bias. No, never.
No, like obviously ESAM and MVD are an extremely talented team. They're gonna do their best to make sure that they can steal this out as quickly as possible.
And this just looks like a different team from even earlier in this game. It's amazing. Really liking the adaptation. But now they have to do the hard part. They have to close it out. And they have to close it out against 2 top players, which...
Easier said than done.
Easier said than done. Oh,
I thought he was going to get him with the up air there.
and ESAM with the...
Yep. Oh, no, he didn't get the Luma hitbox.
ESAM with a down air that just didn't look too pretty. And Red Team, Dan rolling around a lot, not getting anything.
Rolling around the speed of sound.
He was hoping that he'd drop a shield with the up smash. Gets it. Good stuff.
And so this is looking definitely like Red Team's game to take. But you never really know. One limit break, actually that might kill Rosalina right now.
Depending on the position.
Yeah, he's going to have to cough it up right there.
Good stuff getting him to use his limit. And as we saw, even against Ned, that they're so good in this 2v1 situation that I'd be surprised if they lost with this one.
Yep, that'll do it. All right. So, Dan and Knight get on the board, game 3.
And do you think we'll see a character switch from Blue Team?
I don't think so. They have to drop 1 game out of 6. I don't think they're gonna panic and switch. They really don't have a reason to. Yeah, looks like they're sticking probably.
And it was primarily because Dan was getting those early kills, whether it be the dash attack or the forward air.
Yeah, going to smaller battlefield. Game 4, 2-1, MVD and ESAM.
And I think the problem with, doubles against Cloud, for both teams really, is that every character is good on most stages. You know, with Mario and Rosalina obviously doing really well.
That's the thing with Smash 4 versus Melee is Melee stages have a big impact on the outcome of the game. Like for example, Jigglypuff versus Fox, Pokemon Stadium 2. Fox can kill Jigglypuff with up throw up air at like 60 to 80%. So you'll see a lot more impact from the stages in that game versus Smash 4, where a lot of stages aren't as pivotal in a matchup. But you're gonna see Knight died 75%.
Love it.
Oh! That was so good.
Wow. And talk about a team combo.
Talk to him.
I don't think I've seen anything like that. And
that was just a really good sequence by ESAM and MVD.
And the reaction time, I mean, I'm assuming they've labbed that.
Yeah, these guys play all the time. They're static. They're really good friends. They play together
and
all the time.
You're seeing, it looks like Red Team get kind of tilted, and they're taking a lot of damage right now.
Well, it's one of those things where you're like, oh, how do I come back? And you just start doubting yourself really quickly. And you're seeing them not play very patient. I don't know. It's not looking good for our heroes. But ESAM and MVD doing a really good job of holding on to their first stocks. Both exactly at 147, never mind. But, okay, that'll do it.
I feel like Dan was
and that'll do it.
Empty hop
okay.
and
Both at 87. Got some team chemistry there.
Yeah. And I think Red Team is doing a lot better in these 1v1 situations, whereas Blue Team's doing good in the team combos, especially when they get someone in the middle, which is kind of the opposite of what you'd really expect, honestly, with MVD and ESAM as players compared to, not saying anything against Night and Day, but ESAM's a top 20 player.
You say Night and Day.
I did say that. Night and Day, my bad.
Why haven't they teamed? That makes so much sense.
That would be awesome. That needs to happen.
Night and Day, let's go.
And
Dan no slouch, though.
No, Dan's a really solid Mario, and I don't think he gets some of the recognition he needs.
He doesn't.
With that cape, great stuff. Gets the up smash.
I know Anti made a list a while back, like ranking the top 5 Marios. I believe he had Dan at number 3, which I could definitely see. And because you've seen a lot of the Marios kind of fall off, though, like the longer game's been out, besides like Ally, of course. I would say probably top 3 is Ally, Zenyu, and Dan, I would say. Don't know exactly between...
Since Anti doesn't even consider himself a Mario, he talks about how bad Mario is all the time. Anti.
Yeah. I'm not thinking of Anti. I'm telling you, I'm just like talking like mainly Mario mains.
Right.
Anti plays whoever he feels like playing.
Everyone.
He's definitely a Mario main, but he plays whatever he feels like playing based on counter pick. So...
And Mario dying really early, and this is looking rough.
Yeah, this is more just like cleaning up their food. It's... And I can start thinking about pools for singles, like, who do I play?
And they did a good job. I mean, second place, there's a lot of really good teams. Angel Cortez and K-Sev.
Yeah. They're definitely a team that felt that they definitely could have taken the tournament, so they're probably going to be disappointed with how they played, because it wasn't their strongest performance, I don't think.
I agree. I don't think the team combos were there as much as they needed to be.
And they just didn't have an answer to this team of Horn and Cloud. Because I didn't really... Oh, jumps right into it.
In the setup.
Tiger Woods. Let's go.
Good stuff.
Actually, I'd say probably Jordan Spieth now. Tiger Woods sucks. He doesn't really play anymore.
That's fair. I'll give you that. And ESAM is happy, taking first place.
Good stuff. All right, so... Grand Finals ended up being a 6-1 between winners and Grand Finals. So I definitely think Dan.NiTe didn't necessarily have their strongest showing, but obviously MVD and ESAM were just a really strong team.
Well, I think you saw when Dan and Knight were playing on point in that game, game 3, they did really well. Took a relatively convincing lead, but just couldn't keep it together.
Couldn't pull it out.
And I don't think they should be mad with how they played. They did a pretty good job.
Oh.
Stop. Stop.
Yeah, I just thought that. I was like,
that was